Okay, class, so now we'll go to the law on copyright. So we'll start our discussion on the law of copyright. Again, okay, slide's not moving. Okay, again, and this is my most favorite bar exam question. Why is this my favorite? Because this was the bar exam question that was asked in 2013, the year when I took the bar exam. So if I may read, it says, Rudy is a fine arts student in a university. He stays in a boarding house with Bernie as his roommate. During his free time, Rudy would paint and leave his finished works lying around the boarding house. One day, Rudy saw one of his works, an abstract painting entitled Manila Traffic Jam, on display at the university cafeteria. The cafeteria operator said he purchased the painting from Bernie, who represented himself as its painter and owner. Rudy and the cafeteria operator immediately confronted Bernie. While admitting that he did not do the painting, Bernie claimed ownership of its copyright since he had already registered it in his name with the National Library as provided in the Intellectual Property Code. Who owns the copyright to the painting? Now, explain. So that's 8%, no, during our time. This one actually can be answered by a very basic principle in copyright law. And I'll tell you the answer later. So the question now is, we're confronted with the question of who has a better right, the one who created the work or the one who registered the work. So sino nga ba ang mas may right sa kanilang dalawa? And this question, of course, will be answered by the provisions of the law on copyright sa ating Intellectual Property Code. First, okay, Section 171 contains the definitions, no? That's being used for the law on copyright. So I'll just tell you some important definitions, but actually these are all important, class. But since this is codal, all you have to do is to also read this one. And I just have to pinpoint, no, some important points. Kasi usually, that's why I reproduce the codal provisions in my slides because sometimes di nyo naman kasi talaga binabasa. Diba? Okay. So 171.1 states that an author is the natural person who created the work. So take note, should be a natural person. 171.2 defines a collective work. So when we say collective work, it is a work that has been created by two or more natural persons at the initiative and under the direction of another, with the understanding that it will be disclosed by the latter under his own name and that contributing natural persons will not be identified. 171.3 is the definition of communication to the public or communicate to the public. So it means any communication to the public, including broadcasting, rebroadcasting, retransmitting by cable, broadcasting and retransmitting by satellite, and includes the making of a work available to the public by wire or wireless means in such a way that members of the public may access these works from a place and time individually chosen by them. So that's communication to the public. So it also defines computer, okay, and a computer program, because computer programs are protected, class, under copyright. So it is a set of instructions expressing words, codes, schemes, or in any other form which is capable, when incorporated in a medium that the computer can read, of causing the computer to perform or achieve a particular task or result. So minsan kasi akala natin the computer program is under patent since it's like more on technology, right? But it's not. Okay, the program or this set of instructions expressed in words, codes, schemes, or in any other form is protected under copyright. And there's also the definition of public lending. Okay, basahin nyo na lang yan ha. And then public performance. So what is public performance? So this is also a very important provision or section, okay, the definition of public performance. So you have to read this again. So in case of a work other than an audiovisual work, so public performance is the recitation, playing, dancing, acting, or otherwise performing the work either directly or by means of any device or process. So in case of an audiovisual work, the showing of its images in sequence and the making of the sounds accompanying it audible. And in case of a sound recording, okay, class, remember this one. In case of a sound recording, making the recorded sounds audible at the place or places where persons outside the normal circle of a family and that family's closest social acquaintances are or can be present irrespective of whether they are or can be present at the same place and at the same time or at different places or at different times, and where the performance can be perceived without the need for communication within the meaning of subsection 171.3. So class, I want you to take note, okay? Take note of this part here, which says that the recorded sounds audible at a place or at places where persons outside the normal circle of a family and that family's closest social acquaintances are or can be present. So this provision actually um, can be applied, like for example, you have birthday celebrations at home, okay, and you're having video, okay, and you're singing, and so it's only within the circle of the family and the family's social acquaintances, and in that case, it will not be considered a public performance that you can incur copyright violation if you're singing songs, of course, or not originally made by you. Syempre, ang kinakanta naman natin ay yung kanta ng mga singers or the popular songs. So just take note of this circle of family and that of family's social acquaintances. Now we have also here the meaning of published works. Okay, so these are works which, with the consent of the authors, are made available to the public by wire or wireless means in such a way that members of the public may access these works from a place and time individually chosen by them, provided that availability of such copies has been such as to satisfy the reasonable requirements of the public having regard to the nature of the work. Now we also have the definition of rental, transfer of possession of the original or a copy of a work or a sound recording for a limited period of time for profit-making purposes. Now we have here also the definition of reproduction. Okay, the making of one or more copies, temporary or permanent, in whole or in part, of a work or a sound recording. Okay, now we have here a work of applied art. So this is an artistic creation with utilitarian functions or incorporated in a useful article, whether made by hand or produced on an industrial scale. So before, in our first meeting, I think, I've discussed to you that when an object already has utility, okay, utility or use, if it's already useful, it's not already within the scope of literary and artistic works, and now it becomes the object of a patent. But this part here if there's an if it is an artistic creation with utilitarian function, then still it is protected under copyright and it is called the work of applied art. Now, 171.11, so the work of the government of the Philippines is a work created by an officer, okay, or employee of the Philippine government. Because remember, the author should be a natural person, right? So the work created by an officer or employee of the Philippine government or any of its subdivisions and instrumentalities, including government-owned or controlled corporations, as part of his regularly prescribed duties, official duties. So it will be a work of the government if that work was made by the officer or employee in line with his regularly prescribed duties. So we also have here the meaning of technological measure and the rights management information. So you just have to read this so we can move, okay, on to my next slide. So this slide here, if you can see, there's a picture of a monkey. So this one, did you know that this monkey took a photo of himself, of itself. So this monkey is Naruto, okay? And this is the case of Naruto versus Slater. So Naruto is a macaque monkey and Slater is a photographer. So this photographer, David Slater, traveled to Indonesia because he is a wildlife photographer. So he traveled to of course, to take photographs, okay, in the wildlife. Now, this macaque monkey, si Naruto, um, took a selfie of himself. So how did it happen? So David Slater actually, they were following, no, this macaque monkey, but had he had difficulty in getting good pictures of the monkey. So what happened is he set up his um camera, okay, in a tripod, and then this camera has like automatic, no, na shutter, or I don't know the term to that. That when someone will uh pose on in front of the camera, then it will automatically take pictures. So what happened is later just set up the camera and then he left. Okay, he left. Actually, he's not there because the macaque monkey doesn't want to get photographed when they see people. Now, this one, si Naruto, nag-post, no, sa harapan nung camera, and then the photograph was taken. And this is a very nice photograph of Naruto. Now, since andun na nga sa camera, very nice photograph, so na-publish siya ngayon sa mga newspapers, no, sa mga dailies, and I'm not sure kung pati sa National Geographic, so I'm not so sure, pero dun sa mga newspapers, na-publish. What happened is, naghabol naman ngayon ito si PETA. Okay? Si PETA, yung the organization, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. So they filed a lawsuit on behalf of Naruto. And PETA argued that the monkey should be recognized as the copyright holder. So the question now is, who owns the copyright? Diba? Kasi hindi naman kasi si Slater yung nag-take talaga ng photo. No? Hindi niya naman talaga pinicturan. Diba? Pero um, sa kanya yung gamit, sa kanya yung camera. Si Naruto naman, siya yung nag-selfie-selfie siya, sarili niya. So, PETA argued that it should be Naruto who should be the copyright owner. Okay? So, kung sa Philippines yan na tanong, Ano yung isasagot nyo? Kanino kaya dapat yung copyright? Pwede bang kay Naruto yung copyright? Okay? And that leads me to my point that it's very important also to read the definitions. Because if we'll go back to the definition, it says here that the author is the natural person who created the work. Of course, Naruto is not a natural person. So he is a monkey. So what is the court ruling? So the court ruled in favor of Slater. Okay? Because the court said that animals cannot own copyright. So PETA appealed, and still the court affirmed that copyright law only applies to human authors. Now, it didn't go to the highest court. The case didn't go to the highest court because it was, I think they settled that Slater should um have, or Slater should contribute like to a habitat for the wildlife in Indonesia, and it was named, I think, after Naruto. Okay? So, yan. If it's asked in the bar exam, now you know that the monkey cannot own the copyright. But there have been some comments also that the photograph, since it was not Slater who actually took the photo, right? Hindi naman talaga siya. Hindi naman niya finokus. Hindi naman niya inayos para siya ang makakuha nitong perfect na picture na to. There's also an opinion that it should belong to the public domain. Kaya itong image na to, nakuha ko na rin ito sa Wikimedia Commons. Next. Now, going back, no, to my favorite bar exam question. So the answer actually is very simple. No, it's Rudy owns the copyright to the painting as he is the one who created it. Pero before that, class, let me jump to the next slide. I think the answer is in the next slide. Okay. Here, 172.1. Sabi dito, literary and artistic works, hereinafter referred to as works, are original intellectual creations in the literary and artistic domain protected from the moment of their creation. Ito, class, yung magic phrase. Protected from the moment of creation. So you don't need to have your works registered because at the moment of creation, automatic na yung inyong protection. And we've discussed this, right? During the first meeting and during, I think, the second meeting. So paulit-ulit na tayo. So when we say copyright, the protection is from the moment of creation. So if I'll go back, this question actually, which was asked in the 2013 bar exam, ang sagot lang actually from the moment of creation. I think kapag nailagay mo yun, tama ka na eh. Di ba? So, suggested answer, and this is my answer as far as I remember. So, Rudy owns the copyright to the painting as he is the one who created it. Under the law on copyright, literary and artistic works are protected from the moment of creation. Registration is merely for the purposes of completing the records of the National Library. Hence, Bernie's registration does not in any way confer the ownership to him. Even this statement here, registration is merely for the purposes of completing the records of the National Library, it's actually stated under the copyright law. Okay? So if we go back again, 172.1 is very important. So it gives the definition of works. So these are original intellectual creations in the literary and artistic domain protected from the moment of their creation and shall include in particular. So this are called original works. No? It shall include, in particular, 15, okay? 15 works, classification, no, of works. So letter A, books, pamphlets, articles, and other writings. B, periodicals and newspapers. C, lectures, sermons, addresses, dissertations prepared for oral delivery, whether or not reduced in writing or some other material form. Letters, dramatic or dramatico-musical compositions, choreographic works, or entertainment in dumb shows. Musical compositions with or without words. Works of drawing, painting, architecture, sculpture, engraving, lithography, or other works of art, models or designs for works of art. Original ornamental designs or models for articles of manufacture, whether or not registrable as an industrial design, and other works of applied art. Illustrations, maps, plans, sketches, charts, and three-dimensional works relative to geography, topography, architecture, or science. Drawings or plastic works of a scientific or technical character. Photographic works, including works produced by a process analogous to photography, then lantern slides. Audiovisual works and cinematographic works and works produced by a process analogous to cinematography or any process for making audiovisual recordings, pictorial illustrations and advertisements, computer programs, other literary, scholarly, scientific, and artistic works. Okay? So 15 all in all class. But this enumeration is very important. So find a way on how to memorize this 15. Okay? Literary, original, literary and artistic works. Okay? Find a way to memorize this. Bakit? Because for purposes of bar exam, there was a time that it was asked. So what are the original works under the law on copyright? And then there were also several questions wherein if you don't know what are included in the enumeration, then you will not be able to answer. Actually, in one of my classes before, um, one of my students said that, oh, photographs are not protected, okay, under the copyright law. So wala daw copyright over photographs. Sabi niya wala eh, wala naman kasi siya sa enumeration. But actually, it's there. Yeah, photographic works, diba? So that time, maybe she is not yet familiar to this 15. Maybe nabasa pa lang niya the first parts. Because actually, it's hard to memorize all of this 15. Okay, baka nakatapos ka na ng bar exam, hindi mo pa memorize yan if you'll just read it. Okay? If you'll just read it. But there are several ways to memorize. First, okay, kung ako, hinahati ko lang yan sa apat. Okay? Apat. Okay? 4. How? Here. Yung mga nababasa, mga naririnig or napapanood, mga naka-display, at saka yung mga related sa computer. So for those things that you read or you can see here, books, pamphlets, articles, and other writings, periodicals and newspapers, lectures, sermons, addresses, letters. For those that you can hear, okay, or watch, okay, those that you can watch, you can also hear the sound, right? So dramatic or dramatico musical compositions, choreographic works, etc. Musical compositions, audio-visual works, and cinematographic works. Now here, those that you can see or are displayed. Ano yung mga yon? Works for drawing, painting, architecture, sculpture, photographic works, pictorial illustrations, maps, sketches, original ornamental designs. Diba? Mga nakikita yan eh. Now, related to computer or technology, computer programs, computer na nga eh. Drawings or plastic works of scientific or technical character. And this is the last in the enumeration. Actually, you can memorize this as last, LASS. Other literary, artistic, scholarly, and scientific works. So another way to memorize it, class, so you can memorize it whatever, you have to relate it to something else. So one of my students also made a drawing of a book wherein a letter was inserted and then a newspaper is inserted, right? So by looking at that drawing, he can already enumerate all of these things, no? Book, and then merong musical notes, something like that. So make a way kung paano madali sa inyo na i-memorize to. So meron ding estudyante gumawa siya ng kwento about this to be able to memorize all 15. Now, I also have a technique, no? Yung, actually, this is a known technique, the memory palace technique, wherein you relate these things to a place that is very familiar to you. Like, for example, in my case, this place is very familiar to me because it is my workplace, no, in the house. So, paano ko siya nire-relate? First, dito sa bandang shelves ng books, just looking at this, so I can already relate. So, books, pamphlets, articles, and other writings. So, I also put there some newspapers, if I have newspapers. And then from those books, I get my lectures. Okay, so now I can memorize lectures, sermons, and addresses. I mean, dyan ko din, iniipit ko na lang din sa book yung letters. So by just looking at my shelves, I can already enumerate 4 out of the 15. Di ba? Now, punta tayo dito sa my wall. So you have this map, so sketches. You have painting. Kasi ano na siya eh. Frame. Painting. You have sculpture. Tama? So, dito sa painting, ay dito sa map, i-relate ko na din dyan. Pictorial illustrations. Right? Original ornamental designs. Yan. Kasi meron ka na eh. Sculpture, kunwari ornamental design na din yan, etc. Now, I go to my table o my computer dyan. O, andun na, nasabi ko na, ano marerelate ko sa computer? Because I also use my computer, for example, to watch videos. So, marerelate ko na. Computer programs. Diba? What else? Musical compositions. Because I can also hear music from there if I want to. Oh, marerelate ko na din dyan yung dramatico musical compositions, choreographic works, and then cinematographic works. Nunood ako eh. Example, nanonood ako dyan eh sa laptop ko. So those are the ways to memorize. So you relate it to something else. Okay? Kasi kung yung kudal, diretso mo lang babasahin yan, good luck talaga. Good luck. Tapos na yung bar exam mo, hindi mo pa yan mamememorize. Especially, there's a lot of things that you have to study. Ang hirap mag-memorize. Sige, wag na memorize, familiarize. Pero make sure, familiar ka talaga ano yung 15 na yon. Okay? Now here, I have here a photo, no? Parang nag-aaklas sila against the government. If I have a book, and this is the cover, and then the title is, Paano lumaban sa gobyerno? Diba? Paano lumaban sa gobyerno? So that's already inciting to rebellion, no? Pwede ba yun, no? Maka-copyright pa ba yun? Or for example, book na triple X, okay? Obscene yung literature, no? Obscene yung literature, triple X yung laman. Pwede pa ba yun ma-copyright? And it was also asked, no, by one of your classmates na if computer programs are protected under the copyright law, paano naman daw yung computer virus? 'Di ba? So meron din yung parang codes for computer virus. Pwede din ba yun? Pag-isipan nyo class, pwede din ba yun? The answer is yes. Because works are protected by the sole fact of their creation, irrespective of their mode or form of expression, as well as of their content, quality, and purpose. So kahit walang ka-quality yan, even if it's full of typographical errors, even if it contains fake news, no? Kasi baka talaga ang purpose mo is to compile the fake news, no? So it's also protected, it's still protected under the copyright law. But as to this one, like for example, rebellion, no? You're encouraging rebellion against the government, then it won't. Or for example, the obscene literature. Yan. Meron kang copyright protection. But yung violation mo, okay? Or your liability under the law, the revised penal code, sorry ka, makukulong ka. Oh, meron kang copyright protection. Sa'yo nga yung copyright. Pero pwede ka namang, that won't exempt you. Okay? That won't exempt you from your violations if you have violated other provisions of the law. Okay? So this is 172.2. Is also very important. So again, works are protected by the sole fact of their creation, irrespective of their mode or form of expression, as well as of their content, quality, and purpose. So hindi yan checkin na, ay, ang dami namang typographical errors ng book na to, 'di ba? Wrong grammar. Tapos ibabalik sa'yo, it's not, it can't be protected. Hindi. Because sa'yo yun eh. Okay? Sa'yo yun. You have, it's your creation and it's protected from the moment of creation. Okay? Irrespective of the content, quality, or purpose. So I think class, we will stop there. I'll stop there for now. I'll just take a break and then we'll continue because this lesson is without recita. Because with recitation, it will be 2 hours. But without recitation, it's 1 hour. So I'll stop here and I'll continue on the other slide.